When I'm working with trauma, it doesn't matter what the trauma is, whether it's sexual abuse or someone who's been through a major natural disaster or fire, a really traumatic death of a child, anything that's got a lot of really intense, strong emotions. One of the things that I hear a lot is people are scared to open that door. They're like, I don't know if I open that door, if I'll ever be able to close it, and I'll just feel like I am being consumed and drowning in all of that stuff. So I just want to shove that closed or back of the closet as far as I possibly can because I don't want it to hurt my life now. So what I do with clients when we're going to do trauma work, and what I think is really important for anyone to do with trauma work, is we start by building that safety and helping clients to really feel in control. And what does it look like to open that door of your own volition and then also feel like you can close it? And so we'll practice a little bit of when we start to notice ourselves getting really activated, like whether it's really angry or really scared or really anxious, can we pause? Even if it's mid-sentence, let's just notice it and pause and bring our system back into our nervous system back online and settle us and help us to recognize that we're not in that place of that whatever it is that caused that feeling isn't happening right now. We're settled, and then we can carry on with our story. We don't have to share everything right away. In fact, sometimes just putting it all out there, we can actually overwhelm ourselves, and it can become very scary. So again, that idea of we're wanting to go to that place of discomfort where this is hard, but it doesn't feel like I'm scaring myself to do it or I'm pushing myself beyond what I can handle. Because if I push myself beyond what I can handle, then I'm never coming back, because all that does is reinforce in me, this is bad, this is scary, this is awful, because my body and my emotions are responding in that way that validates that idea, instead of going, yes, this is hard, but I'm okay. I don't like it, but I'm okay. And it isn't in control, I am. Because that's how we feel empowered with it. The trauma from sexual abuse shows up so differently. Some people have no issues with sex whatsoever, but might struggle with some eating disordered behavior because it's a way of controlling their body. When they were younger, maybe they felt like their body was out of their control. So now this is how I'm going to take charge of my body. And it's not done on a conscious level. Some people might find certain things that they experience sexually are really triggering for them. A lot of people who have experienced sexual abuse, for example, really struggle with receiving oral sex because it's more vulnerable. If you are giving oral sex, you're the one in charge. If you are on the receiving end, often it feels quite passive, and simultaneously your body may orgasm, which feels out of your control. And for many people, one of the things that comes up as a really tough spot and is hard for a lot of my clients to talk about is that idea of experiencing sexual desire or not desire, sexual arousal during sexual abuse or sexual assault experiences. And for me to be able to normalize to them, like, hey, if somebody hits your knee, your foot's going to go up. It doesn't matter if there's a guillotine there, your foot's still going to do that, right? Like, it's not about a voluntary. Sometimes if you touch certain parts of the anatomy in a certain way, you're going to elicit a certain response. And that's a physiological thing as opposed to an emotional or consensual thing. That actually comes up more with men, because for men there's more physically obvious signs of sexual arousal than for women.